Hello and welcome to singles coverage of Midwest Collegiate Takeover Women's Round. My name is Dalton Hastings and I'm joined by
Emily Beecher.
So we have moved over to the Northwoods Blue course for the singles round. It will be you, Maggie, and
Lily Marr.
Lily Marr from Milligan University. So without further ado, let's get into it. Awesome. Getting started on hole 18, we got Lily Marr from Milligan University.
So this was a chilly morning.
Very cold.
I think there's going to be a lot of dew on the ground. Wet discs after landing on this field.
Oh, yes. And this is a crusher of a par 4 to start your day.
Yeah, not starting off easy.
Nope. And here we have Maggie from University of Illinois. Just fading out a little bit early. This is one where you're kind of on a plateau and you got to get across and hopefully clear the rough area. It looks like you're going turn.
Yep. Just trying to get a lot of distance.
This looks fantastic. Good height, good distance, full flex. Great shot. This is one of those where if you want a birdie, you really have to get at least 400 off the tee. Good pitch out by Maggie there. This is very early in the morning, I remember.
Yeah, I think we had to leave at 6
Oh,
to
gosh.
get here.
It might not sound early for you at home, but for college kids, that is as good as 3 in the morning. So,
Yeah,
good
that
shot
was
from Lily here.
only giving ourselves enough time for like 3 putts before starting. So
Sitting in the car with the heated seats on and trying to stay warm. Good shot from Maggie there. I think you'll soon start to see the layers shed off as it warms up a little bit, as the sun starts rising a bit. Back to the turn, just a little bit early. Left is definitely the miss, though, because you still have an open approach to the green. You've seen all those big trees on the right. Maggie just a little bit early, probably a little dewy disc.
yeah, she's been throwing the diamond to try to get that turning shape, and looks like it might have just slipped.
Grip is very, very difficult when it's so cold and wet at the same time, for most. Looks like you're going forehand turn. Wow, crushed this. Skip. Great shot.
Nice shot.
Lily approaching here. Looks like some sort of MVP disc. Just a little bit early left, but that should be in the circle putting. Maggie with an approach. Nice shot. Should be an easy up and down. With a little bit of a bid. Nice.
Good bid.
Here you are, putting for par. Oh, just a little low. Need a little more Luna glide.
It's just a little uphill.
Nice putt.
Lily with a great putt. That's a nice par. Sneaking in and over that rim. And Maggie tapping in. And you'll do the same. Awesome. So that was hole 18. So now we're going to start back on hole 1. Hole 1, one of the more difficult holes out there. Very tight gap off the tee. And then there's a huge drop off behind the hole. So Lily throwing a little bit inside of the intended gap, but distance is the name of the game here. As long as you get down there, it should be an easy up and down.
Yeah, and a gap will open up from her lie.
So this is about the most pure shot you'll see. Flex forehand up the middle. Wow, great shot. That was awesome. Better than majority of the shots you see out here. Usually you can see all those trees. They've been hit so many times early. And a great shot for Maggie, too. Just to get any distance and not hit anything is a feat on its own.
Nice shot. Yep.
There she goes. Great up shot. Lily doing a little, looks like a jump putt approach or standstill putt. This is definitely one you don't want to go long on, and you'll see why very soon. Good up by Maggie. She wants nothing to do with it. This is you for birdie.
Yeah. On a 312-foot hole.
Oh, such a great line. I really thought that was in. I will say I was bad caddy moment. I did instigate you to run that.
But, like,
A birdie on that hole would have been legendary, I will say.
I think you have to go for it.
You have to. And, worst case scenario, you bogey, whatever, You just wanted to you and Maggie got the same score. It's team camaraderie, there it is. So now you walk down the hill to the next hole, hole 2. It's the short pad. Kind of just pick your poison with the gaps. There's a straight, there's a right hyzer gap, which you see Lily take very well here. And then there's kind of a lefty forehand gap, which I think you're going to try to show us.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the. Oh, wow. Little discount
gets some
double.
help.
Yeah, there you go. Fantastic shot.
Yeah.
Maggie taking the middle gap. You guys all take different lines, which is awesome to see.
Yep, she was trying to flex it through the middle.
She did just that. A little bit, probably like a 50-foot approach. This is another hole out at Northwoods where the green is like drastically on a slope.
It's way uphill.
Yeah, you see
This
a lot of rollaways.
like that.
Yeah. That was unfortunate. You rolled so far, you are now throwing a shot.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, that's unfortunate. Lily tapping in her birdie. And then you and Maggie will tap in her par. And unfortunate bogey, especially with that birdie look. But, you know, can't always control the rollways. That could have sat right there, and it doesn't make a difference. But unfortunate. Hole 3 here. This one's another one that's drastically uphill.
Yeah, it does not look as uphill as it is.
Kind of just a straight shot, maybe slight turn. I know a lot of people do go forehand, but that's a great shot from Lily there. That should be a really easy up and down if she can see the basket. Maggie just a little early left, but honestly, as long as you get up the hill a little bit, it's not bad. What are you going with here?
Sphinx, something flippy. Hopefully can get up the hill.
Oh, just kind of a skip straight up in the air. Unfortunate. And Maggie with a little hyzer approach.
It was a tough approach for her, never having played the course and still not being able to see the basket.
Playing blind out here this is not one of those courses where it's like, oh, you go to the par, you see every basket on the tee.
Yeah. You rarely see the basket off the tee.
Very rarely. And if you do, it's usually well out of reach.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The leaves also did not help, I will say. Footing was difficult, and disc would just bury under it, and you'd have to look for a couple minutes. It was very annoying. Yeah. Maggie just fading out a little bit early, but hopefully putting. Great putt. That's a great bogey save, especially, you know, those numbers can add up real quick if you don't hit those. And nice putt by Lily there to clean up the par. It looks like you'll do the same. Electric hand warmer in hand. Awesome. Hole 4 kind of is one of the few open holes out here, I will say. Kind of just a little bit basic hyzer. You can go up the middle, but I feel like that brings a lot more danger into play.
I think both me and Maggie are trying for that same gap. Lily did. We had a little bit more left.
Early left is the miss you don't want to make.
That one.
Yes. Your reaction says it all. You don't have to have played here to know that that does not look good. But great shot by Maggie. You're keeping it right. Hopefully just a nice, easy approach here. Can see the basket.
Always a plus.
Fought through the tree a little bit. Should be a putt. Is this you?
In there somewhere, yeah.
Oh, wow. What were the gaps looking like from down there? Wow. Did you go backhand?
Yeah.
Wow. I was going to say the way that skipped was...
Yeah.
I remember trying to hand you like 4 different discs and realizing that you chose Photon, which I thought was interesting, but you clearly chose the right one.
I think I tried for a while to find a forehand gap, and there was not one.
Good shot, though. And great approach by Lily there. And Maggie, the same thing. That is a fantastic par save from that tee shot. Like, you do not see a lot of pars from where you found off the tee. And Lily cleaning up her par as well. And I think Maggie will be tapping in a bogey.
Mm-hmm.
So, hole 5, a little bit mean. This is a mean hole.
Not my favorite.
No. So, you're trying to... I would assume you guys are trying to land on top of that hill you can see in front of you, kind of where Lily went. And then you're going to go about 250, 300 feet down the hill with a little ravine gully thing. This shot was great. Flex forehand is the way to get all the way down there. Pro Tour, when they played here, they did play it as a par 3. Which
I like, don't hit the tree.
And the initial gap off the tee is very tight. As you can see, Maggie hitting something early. And now you're kind of just playing army golf, you know. Left, right, left, right.
Still trying to work to the top of that hill.
Where she is now is about the perfect layup spot, and now you got to throw a straight shot straight down the hill. Unfortunately, she grip blocks it a little bit, but she does find the walking path to where how you get to the basket. Lily throwing a forehand here. She has a very well-rounded game. Putting, backhand, forehand, everything. This is you. Your lie could not have been worse.
And you can't really tell from the video.
No,
That's
you
too
can't.
bad.
It was stuck on a root vertical.
Yeah, no, had my foot up against probably a sapling, holding myself up from falling in the water.
Maggie, we did teach her a tomahawk right 30 seconds before that shot. So very well executed. There's your approach. And Maggie will be, looks like Lily's putting. Sorry, her forehand faded out a little bit early, but looks like she was close enough to get up and down. Maggie, unfortunately, missing a little bit left. Caught a lot of chains, though. Lily tapping out. That's a great par. And Maggie had a long hole. That hole is very mean.
Yeah.
Great par by you as well. Definitely a hole that can add up very quick. Hole 6, long, straight par 3. Very difficult. The miss is kind of this. Just throw it low, so dissecting the hole in half, if you will. I like the forehand play. Just a little overturned, but fairway.
Good shot.
Sit. Maggie drifting a little bit left, but should still be in play.
Still fairway.
You're trying to just get around those twigs that you just ran into. That's unfortunate. Maggie going to the sail. This looks fantastic. Just get left. Oh, she might have crushed it a little long.
Still has a nice, easy look at the basket, though.
Love to see that. This is another basket that is on a sneaky slope. A lot of people, you see some bad rollaways, or they hit cage and they slide. But good approach by you there. Maggie giving a little half bid, sit.
A little bit of a roll.
Yeah. This green is very mean. Lily here for par. Just a little right. Good bid, though.
These are also all pretty uphill putts.
Yeah, great putt by Maggie there. Those 10, 15 footers straight uphill, they can get dicey at times. You guys all just tapping out here. We got hole 7 here. I think this is a forehand, but you can really attack it many different ways. This shot looks great. Just a little bit early right. You're kind of just throwing into this little gully, ravine, river, if you will. And this shot looked so good. And then it just never faded.
It just kept turning.
It's almost like it was a turn.
Good shot.
Good shot.
Maggie with a great shot here. Throwing the sail. What is she lining up here? Straight into the sky. Doesn't hit a thing. Absolutely pins it. This shot was so fun to watch. I remember looking at that gap and thinking, how did she even think about that? But what a bid by Lily there. And here you are for birdie. Unfortunately, there were a couple things in the way.
There was probably a tree about a foot in front of me that might have got hit.
Lily with a good cleanup there for par. Heck of a drive, though, to get down there. Over 300-plus foot forehand is a great shot. Unfortunately, leads to a bogey, though. Hole 8. This hole's fun.
Just a straight tunnel.
Yep. About 15 feet wide, and your ceiling's all of 12 feet.
Just kicks right.
That's a good miss, though. Keeping it low and not kicking too high. Oh, this shot looks good. This has promise. Honestly, oh, little fairway roll, too. That's awesome. Love to see that. Get down. You guys all hitting the fairway pretty well. You see a lot of people hit those initial trees pretty hard, kicking 30 feet left, and then it looks like you're playing an entirely different course. So nice to see you guys all having success out there. Nice shot by Maggie there. Little sail approach. Lily's close enough to putt. Oh, what a bid.
Nice.
What a bid. Here you are for birdie. Oh, good bid. That would have been an electric birdie.
It would have been nice.
Good bid by Maggie there. Trying to save that par. Nice putt.
Yep.
Good three.
Solid par. Very hard hole. Great putt by Lily there as well. Yes. Well, that concludes the front 9 segment of the Midwest Collegiate Takeover singles. We have Lily Mar at even, Emily at +4, and Maggie at +15. So we'll see if you guys can continue standing strong in the second half. But what do you think of the front 9 so far?
I mean, pretty good.
Challenging course?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Had a couple birdie opportunities that didn't quite work out for me. Maggie's working through her first time ever playing this course.
It's a very rude awakening to college disc golf, I will say, and tournament play as a whole. So, well, we want to thank you very much for tuning in, and please subscribe, like, and share with all your friends. So, thank you very much.